Okay, let's show some more some more 7-inch records. I'm going to try and start a new thing on YouTube, and it is people showing their record collections in t-shirts that they wore to GWAR shows. So this homemade Queers Next Stop Rehab, which was made by Rick Adams in Goldendale, Washington, I wore to a GWAR show, and you can tell that this is the bottom part where I didn't get hit with much stuff, but this was hit a lot. So hopefully that'll start a new thing. Record collections presented by GWAR show t-shirts, and the t-shirt has to be white so that it shows the GWAR stuff. Anyway, okay, let's get into it. These are the G's and the F's. No, I'm sorry. These are the E's and the F's and the G's of the 7 inches. Okay, the first E is Electric Six, singing the Gay Bar song. This one's really good. Alrighty. And this is better than good. I can't tell you how good this is. This is Edith Massey. She's the lady from the John Waters movies. And this is her little band that she had, the 7-inch that they made. This is the only vinyl of her there, that I know of, just these two little songs. The songs are Punks Get Off the Grass, and then on the flip side is Big Girls Don't Cry. I bought this little record in Needles, California, of all places. Okay, this one is a compilation, but the reason why it's in the E's is that it has Electric Frankenstein on it. But the other bands are Candy Snatchers, Street Walking Cheetahs, and B Movie Rats. This is a double 7-inch. And this one's really good. If you see it, pick it up. It's called Graveyard Drag Race. Okay, here's another Electric Frankenstein 7-inch, the last one. This one is Sick as a Dog. And this one's really good. Helps if you speed it up, but even if you don't speed it up, it's still pretty good. Okay, this is a rare one that I picked up in Las Vegas in the late 80s. This is Eddie and the Subtitles. And the songs on this are American Society and Louie Louie. And this is an original, and I'll prove it. There you go. So anybody that knows about Eddie and the Subtitles will say, yeah, that's an original if it doesn't have anything on the record. Okay. This is a 7-inch by the Ergs. And this is the second one, and I bought these at a Toys That Kill show in Las Vegas. Oh, and on the flip side is the Grab Ass Charlatans. And this one doesn't have a flip side, it's just the Ergs on both sides. Excuse me. I work in a hospital, so I'm constantly sick. Anyway, this band is pretty good. Very San Pedro. Okay, this is a band from Detroit, Michigan called the Eroders. This 7-inch is definitely worth seeking out. It's on It's Trash Records, and this thing is really good. Especially if you speed it up, it just gets better. The Eroders are one of those bands where the faster you play the record, the better the songs get. And actually, they play about 5 miles away from me down in Detroit. at a place called the Outer Limits Lounge, and every time they play, the place is packed. Same with the Stools. The Stools are another great band from Detroit, Michigan, and I'll be showing their little 7-inch that I bought from them when I get to the S's. Anyway, this next 7-inch is called the Earaches. I bought this, I think I bought this at a Toys That Kill show in Las Vegas. I used to see in the 90s Toys That Kill in Las Vegas probably twice a year. Anyway, that Earaches record is pretty good. Okay, here's the Exploited. On this 7-inch, A-side, Exploited Barmy Army. B-side, I Believe in Anarchy, and What You Gonna Do. And this one's pretty good. Here's another Exploited 7-inch. A-side is Army Life, and B-side is Crashed Out in Pacamads, and this one's really good. And this one shows a little picture of Waddy before he had the mohawk. And here's my last Exploited 7-inch. This is a split with a band called Antipasti. And the Exploited, well, geez, it doesn't say what songs the Exploited sing. It's a live thing. The Exploited sing, that's funny. It doesn't say the songs that the bands sing. But they probably sing Barmy Army and I Believe in Anarchy or something like that. So that's this. Okay. Here's a little record that I got with another record I bought, and they just slipped this one in. And this is, I gotta take this out to read it, because there's stuff with it. This is Jukebox Records from the Jukebox Records Music Company, and these are songs by a band called F, or F Word. And on this side, the songs are Attack and Milk, and then on this side, they're In Control and Nuke Me. And I didn't have anything by F Word before they sent this, and I should really buy some more from this band. This record is really good. The thing that's inside this record is, well, it's an advertisement for more records from Jukebox Records. But this was a great little surprise, and everything on it's great, and I'm definitely going to seek out some more records from the band called F Word. Okay, this is a little 7-inch by the Frogs, and this 7-inch, I gotta take this thing apart to tell you the songs on it, because the jacket just looks like this. But the songs on this little record are Here Comes Santa and Have a Merry Christmas, Snow Kisses. The Frogs are a very strange band. This is a very strange record. If you see it and they don't want too much money, buy it. And the Frogs have a record called My Daughter the Broad, and the vinyl version of that is way overpriced wherever you look for it, so hopefully they'll reissue that, because the Frogs LP called My Daughter the Broad is a masterpiece. Let's hope they re-release that thing. That my goat died today. Yeah, that song My Goat Died Today is just better than good. Okay, this is a band from Seattle, Washington, and that's the name of them. And this is a hard rockin' band, This thing came out in the 90s, and this is a great record. I actually bought this record at a Tower Records. There's the sticker for $1.44. I miss Tower Records. Okay, this is Flag of Democracy and the Sick Kids and More Friends and I don't know what's the name of that band. The writing is so messy. Ruin, there you go. This is a great little punk rock comp. If you see it in a store, say, you know what, I'll give you $4 for that thing. Each song is worth $1. Okay, this is a 7-inch on Face First Records out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's a band called False Cause. And this is a split with False Cause and Last Rites. Again, I probably bought this at a Toys That Kill show. Lots of people would show up at those Toys That Kill shows with lots of records to sell. That's what the record looks like. If you speed this thing up just a little bit, it becomes priceless. Okay, here's another Toys That Kill show record called Future Virgins. I honestly don't know what this sounds like. I haven't listened to this thing in 20 years. That's how old this thing is. And I bought it just because they were selling them for $2. And I wanted to support the band. So I'm going to have to listen to this thing, see if it's any good. Okay, here's a band from Detroit, Michigan. And they're still playing. I don't know how old they are. Maybe they're 10 years old. It's called Final Assault. And this is their 7-inch. It's got 4 songs on it. I would take this thing apart. In fact, I might have even shown it in a previous video. There's lots of stuff in this thing. The record looks like this, and they're just a thrash, DRI type thing. They're really good. And again, I bought this directly from the guy who sings for this band. Okay, here is Fear, Fuel to the Fire. This is a recent 7-inch, and this thing has a song called Fuel to the Fire, which is probably from a long time ago. And on the B-side is a song called People Person, probably from a long time ago. 1992. Yeah, so these are Fear songs from 1992. And I don't know if this is sold out on the website. It may or may not be, but this is worth, you know, $5, whatever they charge for it. Okay, this is Fear, Neighbors, and this has 3 songs on it that it's the same song. The first one is the 2015 mix. Second one is Fear version, and the third one is original Cropper 1981 mix with John Belushi singing, but he's singing with Lee Ving, so his voice doesn't really stand out. And this copy of this thing is on vinyl that looks like this. So yeah, you know, this is worth $5. I don't know if you'll find it for $5, but that's about what it's worth. It's just interesting to hear. Here's a $10 Fear record. This one is Now You're Dead, I Love Living in the City, and Fuck Christmas. And I bought this one at Mad Platter Records in fabulous Riverside, California. Comes with a little lyric sheet. Oh, there, lyric sheet. And this one's, if you see it, definitely pick it up. It's very entertaining. Okay, here's another Fear 7-inch. And inside is my ticket stub from when I saw Fear at the Hollywood Palladium, Saturday, December 12th, 1992. Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood, California. That show was just righteous. Millions of Dead Cops opened up for him, and it was the best. Now on to the little record. This is the Fear Budweiser red vinyl. And it was recorded, well, the song Budweiser was recorded in 1985, Los Angeles, California. The flip side, Hank Williams Was Queer, and Fear Anthem was recorded 1982 in Eugene, Oregon. This is great. Tell them you'll give them $5 for this. You won't be disappointed. Okay, here's Face to Face, a band from Victorville, California, early 90s. This is No Authority, and this is on Dr. Strange Records. Dr. Strange has a record store in Rancho Cucamonga, and if you're in that area, stop in and give him some support. Oh, also, this is a really kick-ass little punk rock record. Okay, this is the same record, but this is the original printing, our first printing of it. And same songs, just a different jacket layout. Okay, here's Face to Face and Horace Pinker, two bands. Each band shares a side of the vinyl. The Face to Face is the reason why you'd buy this. The Horace Pinker, yeah, they're okay, but it's the Face to Face songs that make this worth buying. Okay, here's another compilation with Face to Face on it called Attack from Both Sides. And this one has Face to Face, Psycho Tribe, Rhythm Collision, No Fraud. The Face to Face song is the reason you buy this. Okay, here's a Face to Face 7-inch, and they're doing Paint It Black from the Rolling Stones, and that's the only song on this thing. And they do a pretty good version of it. Here's another Face to Face record. In fact, this is the last one of the 7 inches, called Disconnected. And the songs on it are Disconnected, A-OK, and I Used to Think. This thing is great. It's definitely worth buying if you're into Victorville, California punk rock. Okay, here is the Feeders. What Would Hitler Do? And this is on the flip side. Actually, the songs on this thing are Right Now, and then on the flip side is Aurora. It's on Slope Records. And this one, you definitely have to speed this thing up. They play them way too slow. Here's what's inside the little record. Here's the little jacket with the band. The record looks like this. And this thing is worth seeking out and buying, but you really do have to speed it up. I don't know why they play the songs so slow. They're both good songs on it, but damn, they play them slow. Anyway, great record cover, great band, and they were supposed to put out a whole album, and then Slope Records didn't think it was good enough to put out. I kind of wish they hadn't have thought that, but anyway. Okay, here is the Feeders, same band, and this is the Jesus, I Hate Him and I Want Him Dead 7-inch on Placebo Records. That's what the little record looks like. And this one has Avon Lady, Terrorist, Stop You're Killing Me, and the Jesus song. I don't know what to say about this thing other than it's a perfect, wonderful little record. Alrighty, and here is the same record with a different cover on it. And it's on Anxiety Records with a little poster inside or something. And that's what it looks like, but it's the same recording, same songs as the other one. I think this one's rarer. Okay. I don't want those to fall. Okay, here are a couple of records from a band. There's one special record from a band from Texas called Fakimos. And they're kind of like the Butthole Surfers, but not. But by everything you see of this band, they're interesting, they're slow, they drag, yet you can't stop listening to them. It's one of those type situations with this band. And here's another Fakimos, No Lie Music. This one's a picture disc. Songs on it are Conspiracy and Mexico. Again, that record's really good. Anything by the Fakimos is good, just because they're so messed up and strange. Okay, let's get into the G's, and there's not very many of them. This is Greg Graffin, Population Wars, songs that inspired the book. And these are Bad Religion songs done on the acoustic guitar by the lead singer of Bad Religion. Okay, here's a little 7-inch by the Grand Prix. This is a record that Tony Collins of Bullhead City, Arizona bought me when he was up in Redding, California, living there and going to punk shows. And he thought I might like this, and if you speed this up, it's really good. Okay, here's a classic. Excuse me. This is Gay Cowboys in Bondage. Owen Marshmallow Strikes Again. This is a band from Florida that was kind of a goofy little punk rock band. And if you see this, it's definitely worth the, I don't know, they'll want $15 for this thing. But it's kind of worth it. It's a funny little record with goofy little punk rock songs, kind of like Adrenaline OD crossed with the Dickies. Okay, here we get into the giant bong hits. This is Gimme Fire and Man Trap. This is the picture disc. And they're going to be playing here in Detroit in a couple of months with MDC, and I will definitely haul some GBH records down there and get them autographed. Here's another giant bong hits record. This is Catch 23 and Hellhole. And again, if you see this, it's worth the $5. I'm hoping they don't try to charge you more than $5. Okay, the last two records in the G's are the Gay Bikers on Acid. This one I bought in, I think I bought this one in Ventura, California before a Cramp show. This one is Nosedive Karma. It's really good. The Gay Bikers on Acid were a psychedelic type punk rock group, and they were great. Okay, here we go. The best for last, I guess. This is the Gay Bikers on Acid. Get Down, Shake Your Thing. Limited edition 7-inch box set. Includes free mega badge, sticker, and poster. Let's open it up and see if all those things are in it. Here's the badge, which is a button. Alright. Here's the sticker. Here's the poster of the Gay Bikers on Acid. And here's the record. And again, both songs on this record are really good. What does the record look like? Just like that. On Virgin Records. Alrighty, that's the end of the G's. Oh, hold on, I got this thing. This little record right here is from the Flip Wilson stuffed doll, where you'd pull the string on the back of the Flip Wilson doll and it would say quotes from Flip Wilson and Geraldine from the Flip Wilson show. This is the little record that was inside that doll. So if you ever see one of those little dolls, there was a record player inside of it that would, when you pulled the string, would spin this thing and a needle would come down on it and play those little sound bites. And this is the Flip Wilson record extracted from the doll. Okay, good night. I'm tired. And also, if anybody is showing records and watching this, wear your GWAR shirts. I don't know why. I guess it'd be fun. Anyway, hey, and shout out to Vinyl Richie. I will introduce him to more bands from Detroit. Detroit. I had no idea that when I moved to Detroit, it would be this mecca of hard rockin', punk rock, metal, all types of crazy music over here. I'm really impressed with this place. It's not as good as Southern California, obviously, but it's pretty nice over here. And it's affordable. Good night.